192 years ago, a young man in England was sentenced to transportation. His name was George Burgess, and his crime was stealing 42 shillings from a bakery in Birmingham, and he was sent to the penal colony of Tasmania, and he later ended up at Port Arthur. And I know this because I'm from Tasmania, and they kept meticulous records of everyone that was sent there. And George Burgess is my great grandfather on my mother's side. Now, interesting story about great-granddaddy George is they also recorded their height and weight, and he was only about 4'11", and I don't know where that came from, somewhere along the line. On my father's side, I am the grandson of Scottish and German migrants who came here after the Second World War in search of a better life, and in many ways my story is quintessentially Australian. Recent migration, old transportation, and ancient connection, because I am also Palawa, the first people of Tasmania. And this kind of mixed ancestry is not uncommon in Australia today. Many of us, in fact, many people in this room will have stories of displacement, migration, and belonging that spans continents and generations. And what unites us, regardless of our background, is that we are all here now on country, and we all have the capacity to care deeply about place and about community. We are here, after all, to recognise some of Queensland's greatest philanthropists, those who understand service above self. You know what it means to tend to relationships, to look generations ahead. You understand that the well-being of the individual is tied to the well-being of our communities, to the well-being of country. To acknowledge country is to recognise it as more than just land. It is the earth beneath our feet, it is the sky above, and it is the waterways that surround us. Country embodies spirituality, learning, material sustenance, family, and identity. And at its heart, country is about the story that connects all of that. It is the web of relationships between plants, animals, and people. It is a reminder and an understanding that we are accountable to each other and to the places that sustain us. So today we honour the traditional custodians, the Yagara and Turrbal people who have sustained this land for thousands of generations, and we understand that we embrace an era of shared custodianship. This is a responsibility and a privilege that we now all carry. You are part of this story. You are its stewards. You belong to it just as it belongs to you, and just like the stories of the Yagara and Turrbal people, it will remember you and your story forever. Your stories are now part of this ancient tapestry. Tens of thousands of years into the future, they are going to look back on our time here as shared custodians, and they will reflect on our custodianship. And just indulge me for a moment. I want you to think about the things that you cherish that make this place your home. It could be a favourite park, a hiking trail, a garden that you tend to, a sports club, a community group, a place of worship. Almost certainly you are thinking about your family. And what you are thinking about is not the geopolitical entity of Australia, it is your special connection to place. It is the essence of what makes it yours. To understand this feeling is to begin to grasp what it means to acknowledge country, and that is something that we can all do. An acknowledgement of country is about sharing and valuing culture. This is something I believe in very deeply. Through the blending of our diverse histories, we grow stronger. We draw from the wisdom of our first people, the institutions of our colonial history, and the rich contributions of our migrant communities. So today, as I finish, I ask that all of our ancestors, your ancestors, mine, and those of the Yagara and Turrbal people who know this place so well, to be with us, to guide us safely in community, and to thank them for leading us here to celebrate together. Congratulations to all of our nominees and winners today. Country is stronger for your contribution. Thank you.